This girl lost her parents when she was very young and had to live with her grandmother. However, not long after, her grandmother also passed away due to illness. None of her relatives were willing to adopt her, and she became an orphan. Eventually, she met a kind foster mother, and this made her childhood much happier. But one day, she discovered something by accident. Her foster mother was receiving government orphan benefits. This made the girl feel like her foster mother had adopted her just for the money, and from that moment on, she stopped trusting her. Her personality became more withdrawn, and she began to despise herself. She wouldn't talk to anyone. One day, during class, Mary had an asthma attack and was rushed to the hospital, which prevented any serious consequences. Her foster mother was very worried about her health, but Mary felt that her foster mother was only pretending to care. Mary also felt bad for causing her foster mother to spend more money on her. The doctor recommended that Mary go to the countryside to recuperate for a while to help with her asthma. So, her foster mother sent her on a train to her relative's village, where Mike and his wife lived. Mike and his wife were very warm and welcoming, telling Mary to consider their home her own. However, Mary didn't feel that way. After arriving, she opened the window, and as she felt the fresh air, she noticed the beautiful scenery. The area was peaceful, without the noise of the city, and there were plenty of animals and plants. Mary felt comfortable living in such an environment. She decided to write a letter to her foster mother, telling her that she was doing well and not to worry. She sent the letter off at the post office. On her way back home, she suddenly noticed a house across the river that seemed familiar, though she couldn't explain why. Curiosity got the better of her, and she removed her shoes to walk over to the house. The area was overgrown with weeds, and the door had rusted, indicating that it had been abandoned for a long time. But despite the condition of the house, Mary felt a sense of warmth, as if standing at the door gave her a feeling of safety. This comforting sensation made her fall asleep. When she woke up, it was nearly evening, and she hurried to return home, not wanting to worry Mike and his wife. However, when she tried to leave, she discovered that the tide had risen, and she couldn't cross the river. Fortunately, she met a fisherman who took her across in his boat. As she looked back, she noticed that the lights were now on in the abandoned house. That night, Mary had a dream. In the dream, she was once again on the other side of the river, standing in front of the house. She saw a woman with golden hair sitting by the window, and a servant was brushing her hair. The dream felt incredibly real, and over the next few days, Mary had the same dream repeatedly. Determined to figure out the mystery, Mary decided to visit the house after the tide rose again. However, that evening, she was invited to a local fair. Although she didn't want to go, she didn't know how to refuse. The neighbor's daughter was particularly fond of Mary and kept talking to her on the way there. But Mary didn't feel comfortable with her behavior. At the wishing tree, Mary tried to hang her wish, but the neighbor girl snatched it away. Mary's wish was simple, to have an ordinary life every day. The girl's behavior made Mary uncomfortable, and when the others praised her for having blue eyes, Mary felt even more out of place. In frustration, Mary blurted out that the girl was a fat pig, shocking everyone around her. Immediately regretting her words, she quickly left the area. Mary had always thought she was ugly and foolish, which was why her relatives had rejected her. She began to loathe herself more and more and went to the riverbank to cry, thinking back to the time when no one wanted to take her in. At that moment, she noticed a candle flickering in the distance. A small boat appeared by her side, and the rower asked her to throw over a rope. Mary was confused but quickly complied. With the help of the golden-haired girl, she was guided to the dock. After looking more closely, Mary realized that the girl looked exactly like the one in her dreams. But the girl didn't find this strange at all. She calmly told Mary that what she had been experiencing wasn't a dream.